Alrighty then. Here we are. Back at oxygen not included. The mostly moist playthrough of mine. And here we are down at the bottom. Slightly concerned about this person's, or this duplicant's slightly weird and wonderful sparkle streaming. Okay, jolly good. Barling. Okay, good. He's off to the shower. Or they're off to the shower. Great. Okay, store materials. Okay, Meep's current errand. Okay, we got all sorts of things going on last time, and this is slightly flooding with polluted water. Does this give off polluted water? No. It doesn't. I think that's just the melted water from previously. But it won't hurt to keep things slightly cool with the polluted water on top. I'm a bit concerned that the polluted water, is on this, but anyway. The long story short is that we're trying to move the heat away from here, which I think we're doing an alright job at. It's only 66 degrees. This water is... the oil is in 49 degrees and coming at 60. So we are actually doing quite a good job of cooling this, actually. Look, it's not completely red, the whole place. And this is not red, the whole place. So, there's hope. Hope in my heart, or soap in my tart, as I used to say. Not entirely sure I should be able to say that, but I did, and so we moved on. Okay, this is polluted water, which is great. We've got bonus polluted water here. So they're creating that. They are using up the petroleum, which we are starting to stack up. So I don't mind just having 2 tanks of petroleum and stopping, because that's fine. That's all fine. The gas is being used a little bit to pump into here. Again, so all is well down here. It's not too bad. The heat is gradually being transformed. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, back up here, what have we got going on here? We've got actual water here. Oh, that's because I probably emptied a couple of pipes. So, as always, we are trying to de-germify our pipes. Our water, rather. So we'll take the water out of there and put the water back in there again. That'll start pumping that through. We're nearly out of our cooling loop. So it might be... How hot are you? You're only 28 degrees. You're 23 degrees. So I'm just trying to think if there's another... I mean, we could do another tepidizer. What we really want to do is work our way towards a steam turbine. Plastic, but that's what I needed to do. Plastic, plastic, plastic. I knew there was something in my mind that we needed to do, and that's plastic. Let's just mop up a few bits and pieces. Should we just do a bit of tidy up while we're at it? So let's just tidy up. Let's just make sure the deconstruct is set to buildings, in case I forget that in a bit. We've got some water kicking about in here because of there's something... Some of the ice has leaked. So clear that up. That's delivering the water into there that we found. That's fine. All of this is working fine. This... Can they do this? Vitamin chews. They're just made from coal, of which we have tons. Have lots of lovely vitamin... In fact, why don't I just type 30 in there? Immunobooster. Yeah, we don't want to use that up. Curative. It's water and coal. We can have 20 of those. Allergy we don't need. Medical pack. How many medical packs have we got? Did I add that to this? I didn't. Okay. We'll put this on because I can't... I think the medical packs need to go then in here. Here. Sick bay. They need some medical pack. It's got a medical pack. Let's add some medical packs to this. Because we've got those and we've got those. Yeah, fine. Let's have 10 of your lovely medical packs. Why not? We can stack up all these lovely things and make our duplicants' lives a little bit better. It has been several days since I last since my last confession, since I was last here. So now, that's right, I remember this now. So this, I'm hoping, will fit in here. We will find out by going... we'll go along here like this and straight up like that. Sorry, fish, but you're not going to enjoy this. That's stupid. Don't do that. What we want to do is go all the way to the lowest point, because then the water will actually flow out. Like that. And then that's probably all a silly thing, so we'll make that all 7. And then they'll do that, and then they can continue pumping and pump that water into here. This is still making a little tiny bit of polluted water. Not a lot. Again, we're probably absolutely stacked up on... Yeah, we haven't got... Power is not such a problem at the moment. So much. So look at that. This is a problem. So this is a slight problem. Because if these hydrogen generators don't use up all that hydrogen, glad I spotted this, this will block that, which will then stop our oxygen from functioning. That would be horrific. So let's deal with that right now. The way we're going to deal with that is we're going to make it a problem to think about another day. Although, can I? I think I can. This room is doing nothing, so let's have this. What's copy in this game? It's B, isn't it? There we go. Yep. Again, that's the trouble when you play multiple games. Congrats. Put one of those there, please. Soon. Thanks. We can speed the game up. That's not how you speed the game up. You press tab in this game. That's great. Good. Over here we're stacking up our water again. That's still a chlorine-rich environment, isn't it? Yep, that's great. Nothing's changed there. This is still harvestable, which is good. Great. All is working well. That's marvellous. So you carry on doing that. There's probably so much idleness. It's ridiculous. Yep, they're just ambling around. Okay, yeah, I need to give people more things to do. We need another project. Yeah, they are literally just wandering around, minding their own business. That been done already? Not quite. It's about to happen soon. This is all slime. It's about to be underwater, but we'll clean it up anyway. We need to have a nice clean base to make sure that things are just not kicking about, lying around on the floor. Let's just make sure this is good. Like that, that's great. You can get all those. Sweepy's doing a fine job of clearing up those deodorizers. This can be swept. That can be swept. That's fine. Anything else in here needs sweeping? Not particularly, no. This will get done. Gold amalgam. We must have some of that. Yeah, we've got 10 tons of that. Good. All right. Sweep that. Great. Just don't sweep here. That would be terrifying because they'd be doing it forever. Forever, forever. Okay, don't sing. Okay, right. This is our cooling loop. So, cooling loop still needs to have... This water is powering this, which is actually powering is generating the oil. So we need that to not run out. That would be good too. And then we've got some spare polluted water here, which actually I'm now wondering whether we could just send back up the other way and pop into here. It's a nice big tank here. I might, for completeness, just build a little bit of scaffolding there, and then we'll have a tile go up there like that as well. Is that level with that? It is not. There we go. Right, so they can build that at their leisure. They can be a 6. That's great. So they'll do that. That'll build that. And then I am very tempted to just pump this straight out of here. And I want to do that. So I'm going to do that. So, no. And again, I didn't just actually say no out loud. Because that would be a silly thing to say, right? So iron ore. Is it hot down here? How hot is it here? 53, but it's in water. That's fine. Okay, you're going to pump from there, please. This ladder is going to need to go down to there so they can deal with it. That's great. That's going to crack that. Let's just do that so that can split. This here as well. We can dig that out like that and that out like that. And then that should let the water dribble over into here. That's all good. Electric-wise, we could just... I mean, this is quite an expensive way to do it, but I don't really mind. Because I just don't really mind. They're going to hate looking at it, but I don't care. That'll do that. And then we need a pipe, and we need the pipe to avoid all this shenanigans, which will be fun. Pipe. And let's do, yeah, igneous rock is absolutely smashing. No, let's go straight up here. Right. Yeah. To there. To there. And then this. we should totally just do this, because that seems like a very reasonable thing to do. They've already built that, so we can just go straight through to there. Great. This, they can use a nice little ladder to get up there, dig that and that. Great, and then we can put a vent, plumbing, a liquid vent of iron again. We can go there. And then we just need some liquid bridges. That's the O, isn't it? Yep. That way around. That way around. Jobs are good. Yep, that's great. Yep, loving the work. Brilliant stuff. And then that will just sling it all over there. This. Let's just make that so that they can get to there. Great. And then they're going to do all this. That's terrific. This here. Great. We haven't got any other geysers, have we? Got some nice fossil. No geysers kicking about in here that I can see. You have to be careful down here because they go from a geyser into a volcano. So we don't want a volcano, really. Not unless we want a volcano, if you see what I mean. Not quite sure what that is. So it could be all sorts of things. Alright, okay, fine. We'll move on. Right, so that's down there. That's great. This is our 4. This is now just about finished. Two tanks will be alright for the moment. We'll stock up on other things. Up here, we've cracked through to that now, have we? We certainly have. That's great. It's good. This will then now pump that out of there. That's marvellous. They've got a long old journey. The difference on the either side of this wall is quite significant. We've got some more water coming in here, some more water going to here. This is all going to go there. That's great. That will go into here. This will go to here. This fills up the toilets, which is great. I'm just going to check the schedule. I think they're all on schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Good stuff. The germy water is being degermified. We should now have this, which we need to catch this. So let's do that. Alright, this needs to come in here and to there, and then this goes to there. Let's just let that happen. That's already a 7, that's good. Just checking that we've got plenty of oxygen flowing. Yeah, these are not filling as quickly as we'd like. But at the same time, you know, they're already full. It's just whether they get extra. They need extra juice. 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 Stop saying juice. Juice. It's just a fun word to say. Well, they're getting round to stuff, which is good. You know, they're doing things. We've got some pinch of pepper we've got some pinch of pepper seeds. We could try and grow them, but they're hard work. Let's just do that. That's great. Just to clear up again. Can't emphasize enough. We want to try and avoid lag. Best way to avoid lag is to get rid of all the sweepables. And they get them all in one place anyway, which actually then helps with the efficiency anyway. So this is probably now almost full. Yep. This has got to be nearly full, I reckon. Yep. There you go. Full. So we will use it a bit because we are spending it just to get through the petroleum, petroleum generator, but there you go. 57 degrees now. It is actually trying to cool this place. That's amazing. It's still 65 degrees here, but that's nowhere near as bad as... Oh, you're getting rid of that, which is great. So that's good. This is working well. This is going to be melting this. I mean, this is a degree now. Look at that. So this is going to flood, but that's why we put the flood protection in. Just to make sure. What we might do is quite a lot of, there's a lot of thermal mass here. I keep saying thermal mass, but there really is a lot of thermal mass. So that'll be alright for a little while. By the time we need to worry about that, we'll have bigger problems, no doubt. Okay, so they're building that pipe. That's going up to there. That's great. This will eventually be a problem, but not one that we're going to deal with just at the minute. Again, we need to go exploring. We should continue exploring at all opportunities. There's lots of lovely iron over here. Do we care about any of these things? I mean, that's just a free inch pepper nut, and it's nice and toasty down here as well. So we shouldn't abuse this if necessary. This is here, this is here. We can get through to here now, can't we? Yeah. Let's inspect that. New database entry. Great. I'm very pleased. Okay, what's this? Just inspect it. Okay, view entry. Okay. Neural vacillator. Not quite sure what that does. We probably should know what that does. Nope. Okay, fine. It's not going to tell me. What's it going to do? I don't know. Suspend a chair attached to the device with room for one person. I mean, should we put someone in there? I mean, we could. Don't know what it's going to do. Yeah, the oxygen's pretty close. Is there anyone, a sort of a lamb to the slaughter? You're so you can do things. Let's just get you in that and that. That's great. You're close. You're over the top. So Bubbles, what do? I mean, we've got other chefs, right? We got other chefs? Maybe not. You're quite good. You do all sorts of things. But you're not so super. Well, you're a doctor. Okay, let's get you. Yeah, quite good. And you're over the top. Right, well done. Congratulations, Mimar, yes. You're the one that tried to. So let's see what happens if we put Mimar in here, because I have absolutely no idea. Literally none. No, that's fine. So how do I get through to here then? Cannot be manually controlled. Alright, fine. Well, that's all right. Okay, Mimar, do your thing. See where Mimar is. No, that's Lindsay. We'll find Mimar at some point. Mimar, congrats. Follow cam. Oh, that's good for the frame rate. Oh. Oh. I don't know what it's doing. Don't know what it's doing. But it's certainly vacillating in them. Phew! Beefsteak trait. Duplicants muscles got muscles on their muscles. Woohoo! Well, that was quite cool. There you go. That's what that does. Great. The recharges, there's no charge. How do we recharge it? Insufficient resources. Vacillator recharge. Okay, cool. Let's cancel that. How do I get someone through here? We can just deconstruct that and we'll see what happens. Right, good. Well done. That was exciting. Hadn't seen that before. Yeah, insufficient oxygen generation. No worries. What have we got on the printer? We got something we're going to like. Spicy tofu. That's someone's fun time name. Tonight it's spicy tofu. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's not worry about spicy tofu. Right, okay. We've done that, we've done that. This should now be a thing. So half of it's going that way, half of it's going that way. That's great. So then we can go here, we can deconstruct that, and then this can go in there, and then this could be deconstructed, and then this, oh, this could be deconstructed. Great. Okay, and then that will do that, and then there we've got a buffer, even more of a buffer for whatever's coming down this pipe. Which it might not always be hydrogen, but it'll mostly be hydrogen as far as we're concerned, but it doesn't really matter. All we care about is that that pipe is always empty so that this can keep chucking stuff down here and we don't run out of oxygen. It's close, but it's not that close. Okay, the water is being pumped. This is going through to here. That's great. We should consider thinking about space. So, space. Up here, what's this? What on earth is this? Oh, God. Okay, fossilized critter. Okay. Scattered fragments. Okay, great. Excavate that when they can get there. I mean, we got a liquid lock. We have got a liquid lock. No, so let's do dig. That's great. Dig that. They should be safe to get through here. Do I trust that? Possibly. I think what I might do is, rather than trusting that, is I think we'll go down here like this. Yeah, we'll go down there like that. And then we will tile this like that. And then we'll dig across there like that. Sweet. Okay, very good. Alright. Building lacks resources. Lots of things lacking resources, no doubt. Yep. Bio builder. Yep, great. Okay, tile. Oh, tile. Yeah. Stop jumping around the map, Simon. How is this? Fried mushroom still good? Have we still got plenty of slime? We haven't got a lot of slime, actually. So we could do with more slime. Is this slime? This is just nothing but slime. Great. This, then we can go straight through like that. Straight up there like that. Dig the rest of this. It's great. That's going to gain us a little bit of slime. This, same thing. Go through here. Go up there like that. And dig the rest of this. Absolutely fantastic. All of this can be 7. That should give us way more slime all of a sudden. Yep, which is good. But we do need slime. And actually, this here is not helpful. How is that? How are we getting water down here? The water's obviously leaking from ice or something somewhere. Not quite sure where we're getting the water leaking from. Many questions. Many questions. This is still... Yep, doing mealwood seeds. I still have none, but that's purely because we're just storing them in here. Let's... Mealwood seed, this is... Yeah, that's fine. We are storing them. We're supposed to be storing them in here. They're just not... They're just obviously going away, which is a bit weird, but this should be a higher priority. Yes, they ate. That's good. Okay, good. Okay, right. This is there, this is there. Still haven't seen anyone using the surfboard. Is that purely because it's outside a rec room? Do I really want to go to the effort of manufacturing some sort of clever rec room type affair? I don't think I do. Fossil excavated. Ooh. Well, there we go. Great. Oh, look, they got a nice little fence around it and stuff, and you can go and view some things. That's very good. Very good. Excellent. Well, that's got that. What's this then? Fossil fragments. Great. I can do things with fossil. So dig that down. That's it. And then you can dig that out. That's great. And then we can dig down to there if we wanted. Right, what are you? Saltwater geyser. I think there's a desalinator. That'd be refinement. Desalinator? Pretty sure there's a desalinator. Dehydrator? I'm sure there's a desalinator. Why can't I spell desalinator? Yeah, desalinator. Can't spell, apparently. Great. Let's have that. What the heck? You remove salt from brine or salt water. I wonder what it needs. Who knows? And what's the other one? Ore scrubber. Okay, that kills a significant amount. Okay, so that's fine. Whatever. Okay, right. Meanwhile, down here. Oop, in the game is loaded. Right, this has all been... Aha! Good. Well, that's all getting piped to there. That's great. So that there's no way that'll fill that up. So that's... And once that's done, we can get rid of that. Because these will gradually produce more, but not a huge amount. This is using it. I'm really pleased with the cooling effect of this. This has finally actually started to do some good. This, of course, will finally cause us some grief at some point, because the water is now 28 degrees here. In fact, this is rapidly warming this area up. But hey-ho, we got some weezeworts, which we'll try to sort this out. This likes to be underwater, to be honest, so it's not a bad thing. But eventually we'll run out of luck. But there we go. We've done this door. Why can't we see in here then? Did I do something wrong? Are we supposed to go in there in a special way? Right, you. What are you doing? Just move to here. There we go. Thank you. Congrats. Okay. New log entry. Great. And then here. Okay. More things. More things. Wow. Exciting stuff. Right. Do. Rummage. Do. Rummage. It's great. They might get some stuff out of there. Who knows? This. We should just be able to harvest that. It's great. Harvest these when we get there. These ones we can harvest as well. Why not? We'll just get free delicious free stuff. And then this. Let's just make sure we can actually get the free delicious good stuff. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. All right, that'll get through there. They can get that one. This one might need a bit of... Can't do that. Can we deconstruct that? Yep. And then we'll be able to get up there to get that. This one is going to take a little bit more of effort. So come through here. Then they can wander up there. What are you? Bleachstone? Yeah, well. Another ladder to get you over there. They should be able to then step up to that, and then this to there. Yeah, so that won't be unreachable eventually. That's great. Yeah, dig that. So they should be able to get through to there. Once they've got through to there, then they can get that one. This one they can come down for. Then go all the way over to there. And dig, 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 dig. That'll get them through to that. We're stepping our way over here so we can start. There's something. Okay. Pause the game. Priority. Emergency. Hydrogen vent. Well, there we go. No bad thing. That's our source of hydrogen there. That's pretty good. No other entertainments that I can see. Right, so the thing I haven't done... Right, I still haven't done the other thing which I need to do. So now we can desalinate water, which is great. So, in fact, right, let's... What do you need? Consumes fire. Salt water consumes brine. Oh, all right. And then outputs... What else does it need? Anything? Or just magic? Okay, it just removes salt from water. Well, it gives us salt. Okay, fine. Let's do some of that. So we've got... This here is all salt water. So we need to be careful that these two things don't meet with anything else. But this will be salt here. So let's... We've already got to here. Let's do this thing. My mouse is being funny. So hopefully that doesn't mean my mouse battery is about to expire. But what we're going to do is we're going to come across here. Oh, you can't come across that. That's okay. You can walk through that for a minute. Get that to... I'm sorry, I'm just thinking. This will melt and then fall through. So I just need to... That's fine. Go through there like that. That's great. This... Excavate that. That's great. That'll get rid of that. This can walk through to here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a ladder. And we're going to go up to here. And then for now, we'll... Actually, I don't care if this overflows for the minute. Because what we'll do is we'll just do this. No, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. No, not terrible. Yes, terrible. Stop it, stop it. Right. Okay, this... Put one there to save you a bit of walking. This is going to go through to here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build this. Like that. All the way down to there. First. And that. Yeah. Let's get that done. Yeah, well done, team. Once that's done, then what we're going to need to do is go down here. Like this. And then we'll go along like this to here. And then this. What are you? Sand. You see, that's horrific. So yeah, don't do that. So that's sand. That's great. There you go. Right, that's going to build the bottom half of this tank that we are then going to do from the other side. But we need to build this side first. So that we're preparing ourselves. Don't need to do that one. We're going to dig that up. That's great. They can do all that digging, get some lovely fossil. This will crack, but it doesn't matter because we're going to... This is all lovely salt water at the moment with some absolutely diabolical hydrogen. But this is kind of free water eventually once we've desalinated it. So then that... what station's in here? Oh, the ore scrubber. Okay, fine. Yep, great. So refinement, desalinator, is going to take 480 watts, which we'll worry about in a moment. It gives off quite a bit of heat, but again, cold area. So no bad thing. So I think we can desalinate right here. Because it's in a cold area. And we sort of don't care. That's great. This is great. I might actually make these mesh tiles. Out of, that's fine. Iron is fine. So the water can just dribble through. That's fine, because I don't really care about that. And then again, for completeness, let's do that. And the desalinator we're going to need to do all sorts of bits and pieces too, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Just want to get them to build the tank. Right, let's just make this our top place and then just shoot to the bottom. See what's going on down here. This is all fine. We've got tons of petroleum. This momentarily puffed a little bit of... Yeah, that's not great anymore. So because we're not making any more gas, that doesn't matter because we've got petroleum and I don't sort of care. So that's fine. This is going to cool this. Look how cool this is getting though. Great, even though that's super hot. Right, back we go. Oh, actually, we can stop here for a second. If we filled our tanks again, we have... Cut off this. Let's just check that this one has got no germs. Absolutely no germs. That's great. I can go through there. And that'll pump through to this. That's great. Okay, good. Meanwhile, back up here. How are we doing? We got the tank yet? No. Okay. Do that, obviously. That's what I'd forgotten about. There we go. Do that. Yeah, lots of water dribbling everywhere because the heat leaking in. Okay, the desalinator can be a 7. And you're going to need all sorts of things, such as power. So our power lines go to here somewhere. Oh, there's a main grid. Oh yes, even better. Okay, well that's good. So we can stick the main power grid through here. So that can come through here. And then up here. And we can have a transformer just in here. We just have a normal transformer. Here. That's great. This can be tile. Do it like this. This can be dug. And in fact, we can dig all of that. And then we can now walk straight through here because we don't need to worry about that anymore. That's great. Deconstruct buildings. There's a 7. They can go. This can be excavated at some point. It seems to have been hovering in midair. Just get rid of that when you can. Have you just trapped yourself? Just trapped themselves. Because they have a spanner. There we go. Luckily, your friends are around to help you, Hey? Idiot. Flippin'. Okay, let's have a normal power line. We're getting through the iron again, but that's alright. That'll do. And then we'll get a pump off this eventually, because we're going to need to pump the water into there. And then that water should be just water. But I don't think this cares if it takes water through it, but we'll try not to mix it. That's now pumped all of that, and we haven't got any more weird and wonderful polluted water. I don't think so. Let's just get rid of this then. We'll get some materials back. Power lines, yep. It's great. Get a few bits of material back. And we don't need any of that. Any of that. And the liquid vent can be deconstructed as well. Okay, so you can clear all that up. So we don't need that anymore. In the meantime, they can be building this little lot. Okay, have we got a tank now? We have just about got a tank. So now we've got a tank. We can... Let's just have one more so they don't have to keep stepping up. Crack into this. And then we can go into here and start actually making our tank some more. So they can come down this side. And then they can go across like this. And they can dig all of this. Yeah, all the way to there. And then we can dig that as well. And we'll eventually dig this into here. We'll see what happens. This won't collapse. Well, sand will collapse, but salt's fine. Salt. That's right. This is all good. While we're at it, just zap off a couple of these, just so the water flows off the top of those more evenly. We can get rid of that. Okay, that's quite a lot for them to have a little go at. All of that can be 7. What I also want to do is here, for the ladder, let's stick... They're going to get through there, they can get through there, that's fine. This is already built. Okay, then I'm going to take them... Let's just go up to here. And then someone can analyse that. Alright, team. Good. Still don't quite know... If we can convince them we're a fresh recruit and a useful new building. Completion of key tasks. Well, I mean, we're here, right? It would be rude not to. Again, I have no idea how to play that, so we'll see how we go. Let me just check on some important parts of the base. Right. We have natural gas. Lots of natural gas. This has stopped being natural gas because it's flowing down here now. We've just opened that up, which is interesting. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. So, I wonder what, yeah, they're doing natural gas based things, which is unbelievable. Okay. Well, at least the game told me. Okay. Guys, rescue this duplicant. Like, now. How sick are you? Okay, you've got calories. You're just a little bit stressed out. Are they out? They're out. Okay. Well, we'll let them do this anyway. No, you're not out. You're still there. Can you... Okay, you can get out now. Good. Right. Jeez. These people. Oh, they just drive you mad. Drive you mad, I tell you. Right. So this is going to be doing all that. They can get down to there. That's great. This is all good. Let's sweep this at a 5. Make sure we've swept things. Sweep that. We need to collect on the... Let's cancel that because they're going to be doing that forever. This is fine. They've cleared all that out. They're going to slowly do this. They're waiting for iron ore. That's probably kicking about somewhere else in the map. Why don't we knock on that? Okay, someone will come and knock on that. Okay, fine. I like how it keeps changing its mind. Mima, you're going to come and knock with your new big brain? Possibly. Okay, good. This feels like... Who knows? Great. Alright, so this is good. So we've now got a new tank. This is going to be analysed at some point. Otto, unreachable. It's not unreachable though, is it really? There we go. Thank you. Got there in the end. Oh, this is why it looks unreachable. Okay, fair enough. Let's do that. Do not trap your friend in here. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Because this is a hole waiting for a duplicant to be bricked in. We have experienced this before. Okay, are we still growing plenty of mushrooms, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's just check for printables. Rust. Great. There is a thing for rust. No idea what you do with it. I want to make sure they don't perish in here. Let's just make sure that, you know, nighttime duties all happen as expected. Long commutes, I know. Food is dipping again. We're running out of slime again. Slime is going to be a problem. We might need to get off mushrooms and onto meat. I get the horrible feeling that I've not been doing a good job with the meat. I think that's what the problem is. We're not producing enough meat. I need to extend my critters and then be able to make more barbecue. Don't think I'm doing a good enough job on the old barbecue front. Well, that's good. This is all happening. This is going to happen. This is not going to get themselves bricked in, which is great. They can do all the other bits and pieces. I need to think about meat. How can I improve my meat situation? 4 of 4, 8 of 8, 8 of 8. So we do get some meat from time to time because I know they've gone down. Meat, 3,200, look. But we probably need to do better with our thing. What are we feeding them? Muckroot and sandstone. Muckroot and sandstone. Okay. We got plenty of sandstone? No sandstone. Ah. Probably no muckroot. Are you hungry? Yes. Okay. Okay. Why don't we feed you something else as well then? So... Hatches, what do you eat? All sorts of stuff. Dirt, definitely dirt. Dirt, sedimentary rock. Okay, let's just check some of these things. Glad I spotted this. So dirt. Yeah, okay. Sedimentary rock. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, guys, do that relatively soon, please. Because, you know, my dudes are, there we go. Nom 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 nom. Okay, yeah, they definitely need... Yeah, wow. As soon as that was put in there, they started nomming on it. Yeah, that was a mistake, clearly. Yeah, great. Sorry! So that'll increase our... So let's hope that the meat comes back to us. To barbecue. It's great. We should have consumables. They're not eating raw meat. No. But they will eat barbecue. So we just need to convert the meat to barbecue and then we'll be good. Right, so let's hope that that's not too bad. Somebody come and knock on this door, please. It's only a 5. Make it a 6. Good. Right. This is awaiting analysis. This here has got no power. That's fine. We're working on that. But it needs some liquid anyway. So now let's get the pump sorted out. So we need a pump. Hello, pump. Okay, and you're going to be an iron pump. And we will pop you right here. There's already a handy power line. So the power line can just go straight through this wall. And then pipe-wise, we need just a good old-fashioned normal pipe. Made of, yes, that's beautiful, whatever. And you can come up here and then through here. And you're going to be nice, normal, good old-fashioned water. What am I going to do with you? We can just connect... Are we controlling that? What are you connected to? Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's going to be connected to that. Do I want yet another water tank? I probably don't. But I'm starting to wonder... This is all 5s. Let's just get this done, because otherwise it's just going to irritate me that it's sitting there as a 5. Great. Just actually wondering whether we could make another little rec room here with a water tank underneath. And maybe that becomes a rec room. That could be like the place they go to do their... I mean, why not? Right. So we could put this in here as a thing. I mean, it seems ridiculous. What do you need for a rec room? Minimum size 12 and no industrial in a decor building. Okay, fine. Fine. Right, you deconstruct. Okay, but you... We're going to make another rec room over here. And it's going to be beautiful. Right, you're going to be here. And you're going to just... You're going to go here. And you're going to surf like nobody's business. This mesh tile. Great. Great. You're going to be... That's going to be beautiful. And a normal tile. To... Like that. Yep. Is this a terrible idea? Feels like a terrible idea. Yep. Cancel all this. Change of plan. Right. We're going to... I need to make sure that you can fit a pump in here. So what we're going to do instead is... We'll have this go along here like this. Then we'll have some mesh tile all the way to there. And then this to finish. like that. They won't be able to get out of there if they're stuck, so let's just make sure that they do this first. Like that, then dig all this to there, and while we're at it, we'll dig all that. And then we will get our furniture. Mechanical surfboard can now go on there. Doesn't need to go on there. Oh. Cancel that. Let's do that again. It's absolutely horrific. Okay, well, here we go. All right, there we go. Lovely. Excellent. Dig. Dig all that. It's great. Are you trapped again? You guys. You are such spanners. Okay, guys. Please rescue your comrade. Oh, sorry. Banging the mic. Can they get out? Are they out? Okay. Who's... What are all the alerts? Okay. Okay. Great. All right. Having done that, and, you know, essentially ruined your own lives, let's do all this. Okay, right, good. You can't quite reach that at the moment, because that's too hard. Great. Now this is going to go down to there. Then we can stick a door on it. Like that. Good. What have we got over here that we don't need anymore? Get rid of that. How about this? I did all this malarkey just to make that possible. Great. Good. And then all this can be got rid of because we don't need that anymore. That's good. Then this tile here, well, the mesh tile can stay there, whatever. Right, good. This is now sending a red signal, right? Yep, which is great. Okay, now this hasn't got any power anymore. This can't be insufficient sound. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yep. Do that, and that will sort that out. Good, and then this will eventually turn this hopefully towards being a rec room. Not yet, because it needs a decor item. Let's just sweep all that. That's great. So then decor item can be some furniture. Why not have a lovely landscape canvas above your surfboard? We'll see what happens there. Anything happened over here? Nobody's knocked on that door yet. Great. This has now got this on it, so now we know this is going to be that, that. And that's going to be, yeah, okay, good. This is getting done. That's waiting for iron ore. This is great. That is the stupidest pump. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. Great. This needs to go into there. This needs to go to there, like that. That's great. This. Well, I'm just going to do this, actually. Just so that that never makes it from there to there. We're powered, though, right? Yeah, we're powered. This just needs that. So 7, that's good. Good, 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 good. So we've got another source of water here. Great. Nice geezer. Love a good geezer. I won't do that joke anymore. He lied. So they're coming down to here. They're doing this. They're going to build this. That'll take a bit of building. This then will become that room. That's great. They can get rid of all those. Lots of things to catch up on. Meanwhile, down here, what were we tackling? This is getting cooler, sort of. This is getting hotter. Great. You're coming to do a little bit of this. This is all pretty bad. Again, I don't know where this water is, where the melting's coming from. Why have we got water here? There must have been some previous ice kicking about. They won't like that. Oh. There you go. Mop that up. They just won't like it. There can't be water getting... Can't be anything through there. It might take them a while to mop that, but that's fine. They'll sort themselves out. Takes you a while to get in there, doesn't it? Are you up it? Oh... They are moving the ice from all the way down here to the ice bucket here. Not here. Where is I put it? I put an ice thing here, didn't I? Yeah, that wasn't very clever. Well, that's good. We'll see. We'll have a few more fungal spores. Yeah, that's because that's an 8. Knock, knock. Oh. Oh, hermit recruitment progress. Seems friendly. Need a little bit more coaxing. Okay. Deliver food to the mailbox. Improve nearby decor. Turn on festive lights. They want spicy tofu. Okay, fine. In the meanwhile, they probably want that to power up. That's great. Well, congratulations. Improve the decor. Well, you can have that. And then we can have nearby decor is hideous, so that's fair enough. Why don't we just... Furniture. Why don't you have a lovely marble block here? There we go. And there. Sweet. And then you will enjoy the marbleness. This has actually got water going here. Oh, this hasn't got anywhere to go. So this will be normal water. So what I was going to do... Oh, look. Have we got our room bonus? We do. A creation room. Okay, good. So you need power. You need 480. You've got... Oh my god. Why have you got that much on there? Oh. What else are you powering, though? Oh, it's just the... Okay, this person. And you've got 600. Hmm. And you've got 600. Okay, you've got 600. This is a bit stupid. It's not a bit stupid, it's very stupid. But why not? It's not like we haven't set a precedent of insanity. Great. Briar Bridge. Great. Okay, we've got those going, and then we just need to add the water. You see, it's tempting to just drop the water in here, but it's a waste then of not pumping it. It's nice, should be nice. Oh, fresh water. Yeah, so it should be nice fresh water coming out of this. Shouldn't it? Just straight water. Producers producing water, yes. Okay, so let's put that water somewhere where we can use it. Which, to be honest, we ought to just power the same thing. Well, that can be something I can think about next episode. Because right now, we have achieved some things. We've done some movement down here to get the cooling happening, and there's definite steam starting to be considered here. Plastic. Plastic. That was what I was going to do, and I completely forgot about plastic. Right, we'll do plastic. Next time, we're going to be doing plastic. So we can get, you know... Hello, you're going to... Alright, fine. So we need to get plastic sorted out. because then we can have plastic ladders, we can have all sorts of other exciting plastic things. That's pumped all that out, which is good. That's great. Let's just disable that for a bit. Great. Okay, so that's happened. We got our normal water issues, which again I'll just do this so I don't forget for next time, or rather I don't have to remember for next time. Connect that up. That'll start de-germing some more water, which is this. We have so much water now. Water's not a problem, so much so that we've actually got bonus water from this now. So we can start desalinating that if we start running out of water. I might just leave that until we need to use it. This is just going to need its own actual water. So we could just feed that for now. Why not? Let's just do that. I'm just going to do that. Because it makes sense. Sort of. Where should we bring it in? Where's the most absurd way to bring this water in? Like this. That's it. Perfect. That doesn't get more absurd than that. Excellent. Good. So this desalination plant is all just for the surfboard. But there we go. Maybe they'll use it then. Who knows? Alrighty. We'll leave it there for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Craziness continues. And we'll see what happens next time.